All right, Coach. Another tough week. Kind of rotating these weeks between good weeks and bad weeks. Tough one, I know for you guys. What's the mentality now, coming off of two difficult games going into Santa Barbara tomorrow?
The game down at Irvine was very encouraging in many respects. In that we thought we played very well. We thought we had a good game plan, stuck to our game plan, and we're quite honestly unlucky not to come away with a result. So, in respects to the result, it's obviously painful for the guys because we had a good lead and a good run of play down at Irvine. So, we hope that tomorrow night we can put another good one together, get some sort of result.
UCSB is not having the type of year that they thought they would have to this point, I guess. Still a lot of soccer to be played. Are you fearful that it's just a matter of time before those guys just kind of turn it on? Or, I mean, it seems like maybe that they're obviously we're going into the season billed as maybe a national championship contender. It hasn't happened quite yet, but what do you expect from a team that is probably very hungry to get things going?
Yeah, they're going to be very hungry. With the Final Four being at Santa Barbara this year, that's always been their goal and their mission. Really, is to be there, to be that one of those Final Four teams. I've seen them play a couple times this year, and they are a very talented, dynamic team. And on any given night, they can be quite special. So we know what's possible. We've been down there, and we've been down there when they send the house at us and pushing everybody forward. But that's exciting, that's fun, and I feel like we have a very good team that can counter that.
This has to be one of the games, or maybe the game in the entire year, where you maybe circle, because the rivalry's turned into arguably the best in the country, and the Tortillas will be going down there, presumably. Just talk, as we've asked you, each and every year, the whole experience of UCSB and Cal Poly and really what it means.
Well, I think it all really started 4 years ago after they had won the national championship, when we had our first break the attendance record night, and it was a very special night. We beat them here 2-1 and had the 7,000 people come out, and I think that caught the imagination of a lot of people in the community and our school. And the games have been very, very competitive, and they're always full of drama and excitement. So it's fun. It's definitely one of those games that you circle on the calendar and you don't want to miss.
Talk about, this rivalry is huge, but just going down there to Harder Stadium, you guys haven't won there in 12 years or something like that. What makes that place so difficult? What will make it so challenging tomorrow, other than the team on the field? Just the fans and environment and everything.
They have a great environment. They have a great environment. I'm sure there'll be, 10,000 plus people, even on a Tuesday night down there. I think, for us, really it's, I think our guys are used to playing in front of good-sized crowds and in fact in hostile crowds, and I don't think that's as much of a factor. Santa Barbara's just a very talented team. They're a very talented team, a number of international players that are some of the best in the country. So, and they do a good job each year of maintaining that level. So we're playing a good team, and they definitely have the home court crowd on their side. So it's a tough combination.
In your mind and in your players' mind, what do you think was the tougher loss, like the late goal against Irvine to lose, or being up 2-0 midway through the second half at home and ending up with a tie?
They were equally as tough. We played well at Irvine, and that was, you can take some stuff away from that. But once again, this is the Big West, and you want to get points, and so we lost some points on both of them. Equally as tough to take.
Do you think somewhat it's a bonus, or not a bonus, but it helps that following those two tough losses that you have this huge game against Santa Barbara, just to kind of erase the past and kind of get back into this?
We always knew that this was going to be the tough stretch right here. not only because of the opponents, Irvine, Santa Barbara, Irvine, but because we play those 3 games in a week. And the other factor is that these guys are playing us fresh. So, Santa Barbara was down at Irvine scouting us. So they're going to be probably a little bit physically fresher than us. And, when we play Irvine on Saturday, they're going to have had the whole week off as well. So, this is one of those, every team's got them, the tough stretch. This is ours right here. So the boys just got to go out. We got to go out and battle. We got to battle and play passionately, play with a good game plan and disciplined, and put ourselves in a good position to tie or win the game.